Hello and welcome to Season 6, Episode 9 of Non-League to Legend. I'm Kev, and it's all very tense now. We're into the last two games of the season. Since the last episode, we've beaten Reading 1-0 at home, thanks to an 88th minute goal from Virginio Miraglia. Don't know how we're going to say his name. Let me know in the comments. It's his first goal for the club. He came on as a sub for Thierry Ambrose after 70 minutes, and yeah, he's just made himself a hero. Because what that means is... we'll come back to that in a minute. What that means is 2 games to go. We're only 2 points away from automatic promotion again. Cardiff, Posh just keep losing. Stoke are pretty much home and dry now. But really, there's probably Cardiff, Posh, ourselves, QPR, maybe even West Brom down in 6th place. All in the chance of automatic promotion going into these final 2 games. It all is very, very tense. And yeah, we're going to have both of those games coming up in this episode. Before we get into that though, this was the other thing I wanted to show you. You'll remember an episode or two ago, Oldham were taken over and had £53 million of transfer money pumped into the club. They're now one of the richest clubs in England. And they've just been relegated from the Championship. They finished rock bottom, so they're going to be in League One next season with £50 million to spend. This is going to be quite interesting to see what happens with them. So I'm going to keep an eye on them next year. Presumably, they're just going to come straight back up and then probably get promoted again. But I wonder what sort of players they're going to be going after, what sort of transfer fees they're going to be spending. It's going to be a very interesting 6 months or so watching what Oldham are up to. But let's get into today's game. The first one is away against Fulham. Fulham are in 8th place, I believe. Let's just have a look at the league table again quickly. So Fulham are in 7th place. So they know that a win actually puts them level on points with us. And if they beat us by 2 goals, puts them ahead of us on goal difference as well. So if straight away they beat us today, they're in the equation as well, because it is all mad. If we look at some of these fixtures that we've got going on today, Stoke have got quite an easy one away to Bristol City. Who else have we got? So we're playing Fulham, which is a big important game to the whole promotion mix. Cardiff are away to Hull, so they've got it fairly easy. Who else have we got in there? Posh are playing Brentford, so yeah, they've got it fairly easy. QPR, Middlesbrough, they've got it fairly easy. You would expect, after today, we're not in the promotion hunt anymore. But it's been a very, very odd league this season. As you can see as well, which I quite like, Thierry Ambrose has finally broken into the top goal scorers chart on here. He's only 2 goals behind Tyler Walker of Oldham. So if he scores a few goals over these few games, he could finish as top scorer in the division as well, which would be rather splendid. But this is the team that we're going for today. I mean, you know this team. This is pretty much our first choice side. Bielkowski in goal, back 4 of Knudsen, Ball, Hector and Emmanuel. Emmanuel's having to play because Tavernier is injured again. I think he's just got a cold or a strain or something. He's out for a couple of weeks. But he's definitely missing today, probably missing next week as well. But Emmanuel was perfectly good when he came into the side for him earlier in the season when Tavernier was injured. And then the rest of the side, you know this team. This is the first choice side we've got. So it's the midfield 3 of Hughes, Dazelle and Christensen, and then the front 3 of Orr, Ambrose and Delaney. This has been our first choice all season. So hopefully they can do it a couple more times. And the bench is looking quite strong as players have been coming back from injury. Enyama's back on the bench. Arbakraja's back there on the bench as well. He went out on loan for a month to someone who I can't remember. Where did he go? Somewhere in League One just to get some games. Birmingham, there you go. Did okay, so he's going to be drafted back in and put back on the bench. Miraglia's there, and then Skuse, Alberto and Sterling. Pretty strong bench, and we've got some options there if things aren't going our way. After the way the last game went in the last live com as well, I am going for the counter-attack away to Fulham, just because they're a good team who could very easily beat us. I don't want to... Oh no, I've not done the team talk! Oh no, that is a disaster. That's because I'm talking to you. Right, can I do a touchline team talk? Oh, that is not good at all. Right, let's. Oh, what can we do? Let's not do anything yet. Let's just see what happens. That is a disaster. I could have just thrown it all away by getting a bit too excited hitting the spacebar. That was accidental. I don't know what's happened there. I don't know. Making them sit in silence and not turning up for the team talk. That might be all the motivation they need. It could be a masterstroke. Could be a disaster. As I was saying, I'll try not to dwell on that too much, but if we lose today, what would have happened if I hadn't made that mistake? We nearly scored there right at the start of the game. I'm flustered now. That's not good. But the reason we've gone for the counter-attack is because we don't want to go to Fulham and go at them and them just destroy us. So we're going to try and keep things fairly tight in this first half. We've not exactly been scoring for fun lately. So if we can keep it 0-0 to half time, we can then review things at that point, depending on what's going on in other games. I've just seen Peterborough losing at home to Brentford. And Stoke are now losing as well away to Bristol City. This is what I mean about this division. It is nuts. League table-wise, I mean, if we were to score a goal now, we go second, 1 point behind Stoke, which is mad. But Fulham have scored. So we probably fall out of the playoffs completely. This is how we're down to 5th, Fulham now up to 6th. This division is so weird this season. I don't ever remember it being this exciting in real life. Imagine being a fan of one of these clubs. Anyone from the top 6 can still go and win the league with 2 games to go. Anyone in the anyone in the playoff places at the moment could probably still fall out of the playoffs with 2 games to go. It's exciting, but not good for the nerves, and makes people do stupid things like forget to do team talks. Oh, I can't believe that. I mean, that's probably that. I mean, that's wrecked the season. I'm tempted to just unplug the computer, and I accidentally unplugged the computer. Oh well, I'll have to restart this game. Posh are now ahead against Brentford, so Stoke, Cardiff, and Posh are all level at the top on 81 points. Even if we come back into this game, we're still going to be 2 points behind all 3 of them with a game to go. So the chances of automatic promotion are pretty much gone because of how things are going in the other games. But you never know. We're going to go to control for the second half. We have remembered a team talk this time. And everyone's looking fired up. So perhaps we'll come out in the second half, destroy Fulham, and promotion is back on as an option again. Oh, I don't want to do the playoffs, especially if QPR are in them, and it's looking like they're going to be, because they're in not much of a better situation than we are at the moment. Oh, and we're 2-0 down. Automatic promotion is done. If everything ends like this, we can't get automatically promoted anymore. And in fact, we're going to be going into the last game of the season in 6th place, only 1 point clear of 7th place, and with a very real possibility that if we don't pull something out of the bag, we might not even get the playoffs at all. I know I'm saying I don't want them. I'd much rather have the playoffs than nothing at all. The way this season has gone, it would be a complete disaster if we don't at least get into the playoffs. I don't really know what to do now. We've got to get back into this game. But Fulham are a very good side. They've come down from the Premier League. They've had a slow start but sorted themselves out. If we go at them too hard, they're just going to destroy us with counter-attacks. But we can't just sit back and let them attack us like we are at the moment, because they're going to score again. Oh dear. There you go, we're out of the playoff places at the moment. Fulham have moved above us on goal difference. This was always the big fear. Oh no. Yeah, this isn't how the story was supposed to end. We're not even in the playoffs anymore. We need to score. But if we push too far, the goal difference issue is going to get even bigger. We need to claw at least one or 2 goals back against Fulham, the team we're playing. How and Ambrose? Oh, how does he miss a sitter like that? Oh, see that miss could be the difference between the playoffs or not. Oh, I'm speechless. At what point do we go a bit more attacking, knowing full well we'll probably concede, and it all gets even worse? Oh, Tommy Orr has pulled one back. Is that enough to get us back into the playoffs? I don't know that it is. No, I think that's got us level with Fulham on goal difference and points. So I guess it then comes down to results between the two sides. I can't remember who won when we played them earlier in the season. I guess if it was us, we didn't win as convincingly as they are today, because we're still behind them. We need to get another goal back to go back above them on goal difference. Ideally, we need to get back into the game and equalise. Right, we've got to go attack him. We're going for it. Right, you can do this. Hughes is probably going to be one of the players we sacrifice. Do I take Thierry Ambrose off? I might go for Maraglia and Sterling up front. Ambrose is not having a good game. So if we bring you on, hold on. Should we go for the triple substitution? Have we got we could bring Luis Alberto on as well. And then we could bring Keziah Sterling on. And now we sort of rearrange these into a team. Right, so if I make you a false 9. And you can be a shadow striker. But you're probably not going to be Sterling. You're going to be Luis Alberto. You've got to go attacking, Sterling. That's about the best I can do in the circumstances. We'll go attacking. We've got 20 minutes to save our season, really. Because going into the last game of the season, not even in a playoff spot, when before the match we were talking about still being able to win the league, this was not part of the plan. Come on, we need a goal. I can't believe we need a goal and we've taken Thierry Ambrose off, but he wasn't having a good game at all. He seems to shy away from these big games. He's very good against the weaker teams or in the games that don't matter, and that is that. Oh dear. I can't even remember who we're playing on the last day, but I don't know that it's going to matter because we're not even going to make the playoffs. This is heartbreaking. Oh, imagine being an Ipswich fan and having this happen. This is the bottle job of all bottle jobs. Right. What do? We need to score 2 goals at least. There's nothing I can do. Let me know in the comments what I should have done. I'm sure I'm making a massive mistake. I can't see what it is. Oh dear. Out of my depth. Oh dear. I need to start thinking about the next game. What on earth do we do in the next game now? Should we have put Mika in goal? Is Białkowski to blame for any or all of these 4 goals that we've conceded today? I mean, I might actually just throw him in on the last game of the season. Give him the opportunity to make himself a hero. Because we've just conceded 4 goals. They only had 2 clear-cut chances. That tells me that 2 of them shouldn't have been goals. So I'm blaming the goalkeeper for 2 of them. So let's drop him for the next game. There's no other way to put it. That was a disaster. Right, let's get aggressive. We'll have a quick look at the league table. Then we'll fast forward to the last game of the season. So, league table is not looking very clever at all. With 1 game to go, we are not even in the playoffs. We're only 2 points away from 3rd. Automatic promotion is long gone. The one thing we've got going in our favour is Posh, at the very least, are in terrible form. So if we win and they lose, we take their place, assuming West Brom, Fulham and QPR are all going to win. Sheffield United are probably out of it now. So it's probably 4 from this 5, and we are in the weakest position of all of them. Let's just have a quick look at the form, because that's the only thing that might just be going in our favour. Because if we look at form, Posh are the 2nd worst team in the whole division for form at the moment. But just as even more worryingly, we're right down there in relegation form as well. So, oh dear. Right, let's fast forward to the next game. Right, here we are then, away to Leeds, last game of the season. It's all or nothing, now or never, cliches. The only change from the team that was awful against Fulham is we are giving Jaroslav Mika his debut. He's 19 years old. He's the goalkeeper that we signed from Leicester for £2.2 million in the transfer window. He's going to be awesome. I've already decided he's my first choice keeper for next season. Białkowski's already leaving. But this is the lad who we're putting in goal today. Let's just not concede 4 goals. That would be a good starting point. The rest of the team is unchanged. The rest of the bench is unchanged. We're going control because we've got to win. There's no getting around it. We're not even in the playoffs at the moment. So I'd rather go down fighting than go there and try and counter-attack. Leeds have got nothing to play for, so hopefully they're just going to let us do what we need to do. And we're relying on results from some of these other games. Because even QPR and Fulham, who level with us on points, are much better than us on goal difference after that Fulham game. So if everybody wins, we actually have to thump Leeds. Let's make sure we do a team talk today. I'm not feeling confident going into this. I have a horrible feeling it's all going to end horribly. The only thing I've got to console myself is I think we'll be in a very, very strong position for a good promotion push next season. And probably going up to the Premier League this season would be too soon. I'm pretending that didn't happen. I'm just going to carry on talking. I mean, there's less than 2 minutes on the clock. They can't have scored yet because that would just be ridiculous and hideous. So yeah, I don't think we're ready for the Premier League next season at this stage. We've got a lot of young players who would benefit from another season in the Championship. The likes of Ambrose, Dazelle, Mika, Sterling. There's more probably that I can't think of off the top of my head. So yeah, we going up this season would probably just lead to an automatic relegation, the way it did when we went up with Boston too soon, way back in season 1 and non-league to legend. All that being said, I didn't expect to be 2-0 down after 4 minutes against Leeds. Glad I brought Mika into the side. He's made all the difference, hasn't he? He looks tall. He's wearing a short sleeve shirt. I mean, they're both things going in his favour, but it would have been nice for him to save one of the shots that Leeds have had so far. Is he just going to let him score every time they kick the ball towards him? That's not really the plan, if that's what he's going for. If they score again here, oh, for goodness sake. Right, come on. I mean, it's too late now anyway. We're 6 minutes in and it's all already over. It's going to be the comeback of all comebacks if we make it back into the playoffs from here. And even if we do, the form we're in, we don't stand a chance in the playoffs anyway. So, I don't know, shall I just take off the last few good informed players and just guarantee we don't get the playoffs just because I don't want to play them because it'll be miserable watching us go and get... I mean, it's QPR who are in third at the moment, so if we do sneak into sixth, it's them we'll play. And we know we can't beat them. We've played them twice already and got hammered both times. So losing today, I guess, saves us the misery of 2 more drubbings by QPR. Who, let's face it, we need them to get promoted, to get them out of the way, get them out of this division for next season, because forget what the league table says, they're the best team in this league, and their second half of the season form has been incredible. They were down in the bottom half at Christmas, and they have just charged up this league. No, not least of which because they spent so much money in January. Sign of things to come for Oldham in League One next year. Spend a load of money, you're guaranteed success. We're not getting the ball. The possession says we've had more of the ball, but that is not the story. For goodness sake, we've given away a penalty. We're going to be 3-0 down after 26 minutes. We are not just bottling it, we are absolutely falling apart. I don't know. I don't see how a team that was playing so well up until 3 or 4 games ago can just fall apart the way we have. I assume I've done something wrong. I don't know what it was, but this is just disastrous, and I want to vomit. It's horrible. Oh dear. I kind of just want to turn highlights off now and just get to the end of the match. Just get it out of the way, because nothing good can come from this now. Don't score. Don't give me any hope. I don't want to go into the second half of there being any chance. Because ridiculously, look at that stupid league table. Posh, West Brom and Fulham are all losing. Or all not winning anyway. So if we had been 1-0 up, we'd be up to 4th at the moment. But we've come to a terrible team like Leeds, mid-table obscurity, nothing to play for, and we are getting absolutely battered. We look like a relegation team. We can't even score a clear-cut chance like that. Tommy Orr would have scored that in his sleep 6 games ago. Their confidence has just fallen out the side, and I don't know why. I don't know what's happened. Surely they're not still sulking about me forgetting to do a team talk. Can't have had that much effect, could it? Right, Ambrose. No, don't score, actually. I've just remembered. I don't want there to be any hope. Leeds, go and score again. I just want it to be over. Can we just give up at half-time? Thierry, what did I just tell you? If you score again now, I'm going to get all excited. And it's going to be false hope, because Leeds will then go 5-2 up in the 90th minute or something ridiculous. Oh, maybe, surely not. What do you even do as a half-time team talk in these situations? Forget we've been unlucky. We've been rubbish. Are we keen to avenge what happened last time we played Leeds? No, forget that. I expect a better showing, because that has been trash. Go out there, score 3 goals, let's go and get promoted. Forget all that nonsense I was spouting in the first half. We're going to get promoted now. We're going to score 3 goals. We're going to go and win the playoffs. And then next year we're winning the Premier League. Champions League winners in 2 years' time. It's the only outcome I can see. Fulham are losing. We just need to get... if we draw this match, we're in the playoffs. We need 2 goals. Thierry Ambrose, you have scored for fun all season. Go and get a hat-trick. Tommy Orr, you would score here previously. Now you're not even going to get a shot away. Why did you stop running? Why didn't you shoot? What have I done to these players? I need to get rid of them all. Let's start again with I might go and manage Oldham. Surely they've sacked their manager after getting relegated. Let's stick an application in. Let me know in the comments. Should I give it all up and go and manage Oldham and just spend a load of money and have a bit of fun for a season? Because this is depressing. Oh, for goodness sake. I've got to keep reminding myself, we were supposed to be a lower mid-table side this season. I might go and re-watch episode 1. The plan was always establish ourselves as a mid-table championship team this season. We were supposed to flirt with the playoffs next year and really have a promotion push the year after. I remember saying all that stuff. It was a 3-year plan to get out of the championship. Why am I so upset that we've not gone up this season when we've pushed it so hard? We've come as close as you can get without actually getting into the playoffs. 2 games ago, we could have still won the league, and I feel worse than I did when we got relegated with Boston. Ugh. Don't give me hope and then take it away, Football Manager gods. Makes me sad. Let's take... Who else can we take off? Let's take Delaney off as well. I mean, that's part of the problem. The 2 wingers recently have just stopped being so effective. When we brought them into the side, because they weren't there at the start of the season when we were playing the Diamond, those 2 coming in and playing so well for so long is the reason we propelled ourselves up the league. And they both seem to have just stopped. I don't know if teams have figured out what to do against them, or if they're just both fed up. Perhaps they're both ready for a move. Perhaps Tommy Orr wanted to be sold when we turned down that bid for him in January. He's not really been the same player since then. Whatever it is, though, it's very upsetting. Yeah, false 9 is his best position. Let's push Sterling a bit further forward then, if that's the case. I might even make him an inside forward, just to get in there and support Maraglia. I mean, we've got 10 minutes. I don't even know why I'm worrying. We're not going to score 3 goals in 10 minutes. If we do, it's ridiculous. We need one now, really, and we're going to concede another one. How have we managed to concede 8 goals in these 2 live comms? 9 goals in these 2 live comms. How has that happened? We were a team... 20 minutes ago, when I started this video, we could have won the league, and we've conceded 9 goals in that time. Mika's been brilliant. I'm glad we spent 2 million on him. He's conceded even more goals than Bialkowski did. Has he even made a save in this game? He might be the biggest flop in history. He might never play for us again. I'll go and sign another goalkeeper now. Don't you dare score now, you monsters. You've wrecked my life. I do not want us to go and get a goal now. I've got to do a season review after this. I'm allowed to swear. It's been a good season. The board are still really happy. Maraglia misses a sitter. I mean, that's what, the second or third clear-cut chance we've had. If you actually look at the clear-cut chances, look at the possession, look at the shots, it's been a fairly even game. But for whatever reason, we're not scoring. Teams are scoring. Oh, I don't know. There are a lot of positives to take into next season. I'm not really going to go and manage Oldham, I don't think. But, the temptation to just go and resign after a game like that. Go on, Ian, you do it. Yeah, you said what I would have said. How do I reassemble this side for next season? Because they are going to be gutted after that. I was convinced all season long we at least had the playoffs sorted. So, the disgusting looking final league table puts us 7th place, 76 points. Oh, what could have been? Look at this graph. Look at that. Rubbish at the start. So good for so long. And then just dipped back into rubbish again. Like a stupid bell curve. Right. We'll have a quick look at the squad. I'm not in the mood to do this properly. This is the most miserable YouTube video anyone's ever seen. So if we have a quick look at the squad, average rating wise, top average rating is Christensen. I mean, I called it. I'm claiming that one. He was signed to do exactly that. He was an absolute bargain. I don't know why Fulham let him go. He has been excellent. He'll be excellent again next season. And what a difference it would make if we could have him all season long, because he was obviously injured for half the season. So it would be great to have him back at full fitness all next season. Dazelle also very, very good. The future's very bright for our central midfield. Ambrose has been very good as well. Hughes, I mean, these are all players I've brought in. So, you know, it's not been a bad season. Disappointing, I mean, I think it says it all that Michael Hector and Dominic Ball are the 2 lowest average ratings in that starting lineup. we've just not been doing it in the defence. I think we probably need to go out and sign one or two proper Championship defenders. And the fact that Tommy Orr and Jan-Erik Delaney are so far down as well, they were so important for so long, and they've just stopped. They've still scored plenty of goals, but they're just not playing as well as they were. But really, that set of average ratings is probably higher than any I've had at any point throughout non-league to legend. If we look at the goals, I mean, Thierry Ambrose has been fantastic. More than a goal every other game. Tommy Orr has weighed in with his fair share as well, but I think he's pushing 30 now. I'm going to sell him in the summer because we've got Sterling and Kraja to come in on that wing. If we can get £5 million for Tommy Orr, that's money we can then reinvest. Delaney will probably stick around for another season. Dezelle, if we can keep hold of him, absolutely will. And I need to see more from Keziah Sterling next season. I'll do a proper review of all the awards and everything in the first episode of next season. I'm not expecting there to be another one of my secret episode 10s where I change jobs this time. I certainly don't intend to apply for anything. So I'm expecting next season to be back with Ipswich for another promotion push, hopefully. If you've enjoyed that episode, make sure you pop a like on there for me and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the start of Season 7 and hopefully another push at the Premier League. Thanks very much for watching.